All right, ladies and gentlemen, the lag has begun. Robbo decides, I'm just going to see how hard you hit this, Rusty, so I can time it better than you. And bad luck, because Rusty's was supreme. Righto, Rusty to break. Let's see if the flower power fires up this time. Just sneaks a red in at the last second, and very clustery left-hand side of the table you can see there, and it's not the ideal break that you'd like to start the match with. Obviously you want to try and get a really open spread, clear the table and get yourself one up on the board nice and quickly and send a message to your opponent. It doesn't always work out that way. May play the yellows here and screw into the balls on the rails first shot, because it's the sort of shot that Rusty would play, very aggressive and open. Oh, look at this. This is a sick camera angle, Dan. Good job. And we're just over screwed there, but I think he's actually got the best result of all time. If this yellow that's more to the right is on, that is an amazing result, and to be fair, very lucky. But it was on, and now he's a big chance to clear and take the 1-0 lead. So that's what I'm talking about. It was why Rusty's so dangerous too. That frame at the very start, it just looked not makeable at all, and now suddenly it looks so simple. So I was talking about racking a frame up on the board really quickly, and sometimes you can't have it that well. Rusty doesn't think so. He decides it doesn't matter how tough the balls are, he's going to have it that way. So just checking the angle. Just doesn't want to have a thin cut on this. He just wants to be able to just drop it in so the white doesn't travel uncontrollably. But he'll probably try and get himself more centre table. He has. And this black does go to the middle as well, so you'd imagine he'll just drop this in. Wow, he's tried to come around. That's a bad shot. Just think he's hit it a little too thin. If he does get this though, it'll actually be annoying for Robbo, only from the fact is that Rusty's played a really bad shot and recovered nicely. And that is missed. So a big chance for Robbo that he did not expect at the start of this frame, after probably the first two shots were played, when Rusty played an excellent development shot and then cleared the two balls left side of the table. It looked very straightforward from there. And straight away Robbo's looking for a snooker, but just needs to be careful he doesn't leave the cross table on. Because even if Rusty doesn't pot the black, if he makes contact with it, Robbo will be faced with a really tough shot. So he may not flick off this red straight away, but if he does, he wants to block the across table off. So that's why he's sort of gone high, but I don't know that he's actually blocked it. I think he wanted to be closer to that red. Well, Rusty's decided he has blocked. He's going to go off 2. Geez, there's a small gap here actually. Look at this shot. Look at this shot. What a sick shot. And Robbo will actually probably be a bit filthy with himself there. And what may have appeared early that Rusty might have not had his tail up. If he loses that frame, Rusty, from a really simple finish, this whole match straight away could be completely different. Now that he's won that frame, he might really start to open up. It's already panic. It's already not panic signs, but warning signs for Robbo. I know we're only 1-0, but you just little things like that makes a big difference to the Rusty style of play. No ball down. Clustery break again. So Rusty just flicking that red in, has the one in the bottom right corner. And if he gets the right contact here, off the black, I was just gonna say, he sort of beat me too. If he gets the right contact with the black, he could open up everything. And he's got the wall up the top still, probably overplayed it a touch. And it's a difficult shot, the ball at the top, because the Chinese snooker is 2 balls, so it's going to be difficult for him to stick his hand in the middle. He's got sort of, hasn't got the skinniest and leanest of fingers, Rusty, so I think he'll have trouble putting his hand or his fingers in between the red and the black. So, and I think he's already decided I'm not going to waste my time with that shot, it's just too difficult. And he's eyeing off a cut instead. But now he's said, no, playing this shot. Tell you what, he's bridged that really nicely over distance. But he's missed the pot trying to force the white back down the table. Always difficult when you're bridging over balls. The cue is never flat, so you're elevating. Chance to play small amounts aside and then masse the cue ball. No, way off line of the potting angle, so no one ever wants to be in a Chinese snooker environment. Robert doesn't really have a simple... I don't know, that was on, that's a good shot. Just trying to work out now how he's going to navigate these balls. They're all on in a pocket. So if you can get the white ball in, obviously in a location for that pocket, you're all good. But there's a lot of manoeuvring to do, a lot of touchy little stun shots and roll through shots. You're all in one end of the table, very congested. I like this here to just play for the ball in the middle next. And then you can drop that in and play for the ball that's just below, like it's near the red and the black. That's the real problem ball. It only goes to one pocket, and it's a small area of the table you've got to land in to play it. So he's identified that very quickly, and he's landing on it now. And now this is extremely achievable, this out. One more problem remains, and that's basically the yellow that's in the middle of all four of them after he plays this one, or the one that's the highest. When he plays this, he's not going to get the angle to be able to run through, so he's going to have to pick the gap between the black and the red and come low for the yellow that's most right side of the table, then stun up and play the yellow inside the red last on the left side of the table. Well, he's basically ignored what I've said. But having said that, the way the white ball travelled then, I would suggest he didn't have the angle I thought he had. So tricky-ish plant coming up. Very makeable, but also missable. And this yellow as well, it's above the black. Potentially a real problem now as well. But, oh, that's really stiff to pop both, unless he's actually on this yellow, the top corner. I don't think he is, though, by his body language. Yeah, Robbo's clearly not on this yellow. I think he's just trying to work out a way to fluke the ball, because I don't think there's much he can do. Yeah, he's played for a safety because he had nothing. Unfortunately for him, I think he's actually left Rusty the ball in the middle. And there's not really any danger associated with taking it on either. That yellow is just dead as a doornail if the white ball's on the right side of the table. So Rusty will place the shot to nothing as well. He's screwed down the table. And as you can see, he's left no shot if he had missed the pot. That's not a fluke, ladies and gentlemen. That is a planned method of attack. Pots the ball, he's got ball over the hole, finishes the frame. So Robbo's going to try and sneak behind this yellow dead weight. Good line, but just not quite full ball. Needed to hit that full ball. And there you would think Rusty will finish this frame. So I'd say he's probably going to leave the ball up the other end of the table till last, but he'll try and get fairly close to it so he can just screw back down the table from it for the black. Ooh. Well, he's not. He's going to play the long ball first. I'm actually surprised about this. I'd actually play this red thin and go back up the table. And the reason I say that is, if you get closer, it's actually easy to screw back down the table. This you've actually got to control really well. And we saw him miss a shot like this earlier where he lost the white, and he's just gone and done it again. Probably still expecting to pot this, but it's just he should be neater on this than what he is. Well, he's missed it by a mile. But he has got safety in mind also. And Robbo's faced with a very, very tricky shot with the yellow inside the red. Robbo's not playing this because he's doing that stupid stance that he does when he's just lining things up. And I think he realises that he's got to play the yellow inside the black here. And it is a very tough shot. I think he's going to try and cut this the other way. Well, this just looks insane, this shot. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that was just so risky. I think he thought hopefully he could catch the black half ball and draw it and then just hope for a bit of a result. It was a very, very... I mean, that's a great pot, by the way. Like, excellent pot, but just unfortunately, he's just hit the black a bit too thick to just pot it outright. If he catches it to the right side, half ball, jaws out, never know, he's got a good shot at it. So 2-0 to Rusty. Not the start Robbo wanted. You've got to keep up with Rusty. You've got to punish him for errors. He's made errors both frames. He's missed blacks. So open table. Dodgy couple of balls on the right side of the table. I think Robbo would like yellows here, to be honest. Does this yellow pass the red? That's actually pretty important information to know, because he plays this yellow into the centre first. He does have the ball along the cushion afterwards. Would like to drop it in and then just play this yellow that he's looking at now, but otherwise he may have to come across the opposite side of the table. Well, changes his mind, says reds. Now, what will be the plan of attack, though, for this ball, the red one that's on the left side cushion, because that's the real issue. The rest of them are fine. We'll probably play this off the yellow. Just kill it to the rail for a bit of insurance. Like so. And has just basically stunned for a double. Nice double, but what's his next shot here? I think this red to the right centre is potable. Looks thin. Definitely achievable though. It's not too bad. It's just all a matter of whether the white ball can negotiate the traffic down the bottom of the table off side and bottom cushions and get back to the ball for the middle. Looks pretty good naturally though. I think he might even naturally have the gap between the yellow and the black here. Not quite, but I think he's just snuck himself onto the ball, the bottom of the two to the centre. You can just see that, yeah, he's just behind it. It's actually way trickier at the table than what is on the camera as well. It's tricky little shot. You just got to drop it in. He's definitely on it. Good shot, very good shot. And he's got it, I think, a perfect angle here as well to just draw the white out to centre table to get as straight as he can on this last red, and obviously just drop that in for a straight black as well. Don't even know what he's looking at there, like just, unless he is just super straight on this red. Looks to me like he's just got just a little bit of angle where he can just draw the white out a touch. No, well, he actually didn't, and he's played made another mistake. He's tried to flick the red half ball there and leave it on. So just these shots for Robbo where he's just leaving himself just slightly the wrong angle towards the end of frames. It's just making the outs just come a bit unstuck. Just needs to get that in check, and then he'll look a lot more dangerous out there at the moment. At the moment, he's just sort of looking like he might make an error. But he's still in this. He's got a big shot. Excellent shot. Oh, look at this for stiff. I'm sorry, but I just have to call that really unlucky. He could have landed anywhere down there, and he's landed Chinese snookered. Might be able to just get through with side, but you don't want to be playing over this distance with a lot of side, so I think it's actually easier to jack up than play with heaps of side on this shot. And that's missed by a long way. And that's another opportunity that's gone begging. One would think Rusty will steal this frame now and go 3-0 up. Just be looking for one good safety. Just wonder if he's left Robbo on this black. Must be close. Well, obviously it's not on because he's looking at side rails and things like that, but geez, it looks like there's a very good chance it's hittable from here. I tell you, if he can actually hit any of this black, I would be playing a swerve. In actual fact, with the distance that there is, depending on how much of the black you can hit, you can actually just play it with straight side and just let it curve its way down there over the distance. But Robbo's playing, I don't know what here. Well, that's not a bad shot, actually. He must have been full ball total, because I just don't think he would have played that shot otherwise. So now I think Rusty will look to promote this ball on the left-hand side cushion off the rail. Get another snooker. Looks like he's going to punch the yellow into the black and send it up to the yellow over the pocket, is he? No, he's played a really good shot there. Just wondering what he's going to do with this ball on the left side cushion, whether he's just going to play to get behind it very soon. He's got a nice linking ball as well, just to the right of it. If he wants to just get behind it a little bit of angle and drop it in. But he's also got to deal maybe with this black too. So it looks like he's going to play for the can on the black now. And not really be too fussed about this yellow on the left side cushion. I think he's got the confidence just to be able to knock it in or just get on an angle to manufacture it. Missed the cannon on the black. Second prize on the yellow. Landed absolutely perfect. And I think now we're just going to see Rusty play this ball in the right middle last. And he's just going to play the black down the rail. So a quick change of plans. And Rusty, as you can see, doesn't take long to evaluate a restructure of the out. Gone through, I think, a little too far. Oh, he's okay. He would have liked to have been a little bit straighter, but these pockets are fairly generous. I reckon just bang this in. Yep. And even Robbo knows that's missed on our tables at home, and that's probably why I gave a bit of a funny face, but we know the conditions here and we played to them accordingly. Well, things looking already ominous for Robbo. Had a couple of chances and not made the most of them. And that's what you've got to do to beat Rusty Wheeler. You get a big lead in the match, he just starts flogging you. And another dry break. I think Rusty prefer yellows here. Problem is the opening shot. Not sure if he can get to the ball over the pocket down here through all the traffic. He's going to take a more difficult one instead. It's a good shot. And he's just manufactured it beautifully there. Killed with the red to the side rail. Black's really not that difficult. All these yellows are on. So just this yellow that's below the white. If he doesn't play the plant now, which is a little tricky, he's going to have to deal with it soon because it becomes a problem ball otherwise, because you don't want to leave that ball over the cushion and not leave it available. So it's very hard to predict the way Rusty's going to go out a lot of the time too, because he's not your standard. He's not your standard methodical sort of player that just plays, you know, little stun shots all around the table. He's not afraid to let the white run. He has creative ideas many times that actually sometimes can just straight out blow your mind with some of the things he comes up with. And even listen to him like behind the scenes. He doesn't put the mic on that much, but he throws the old comment in here now and then. And alright, key shot coming up here for Rusty. Wants to land just off straight. And that's what he's done. He's landed absolutely perfect. Wants to run through to the left side rail. and have a nice little drop in black. At least I think he's landed perfect. Maybe he's actually got too much angle. Must have enough angle to go into the red, so he doesn't like it. Even if he can top through it and get enough action on the white to come side rail and cannon the red, he'd be okay, but he must just have too much. So he's played for a more difficult black instead, which is he's straight down on this. See, and this is the problem, you see. If he was 3-0 down, he wouldn't have been straight down on that quickly to pot it. But if you're 3-0 up down against Rusty, that's what he does. Can't emphasise it enough. I've played him, every time I've played him, it's just always been the same for me. Give him the chances, he blows you off the table. So this mountain is slowly becoming bigger that Robbo needs to climb. Big break from Rusty there. It's incredible now. You're starting to see Rusty get massive breaks. Robbo dry broke the last frame because he hasn't got the score on the board. It's just ridiculous what scoreboard pressure does. Even like it does things that's not even in your control, like dry breaks and things like that. They just start to happen. I don't even know that it's explainable, except for maybe people just try and put a little bit too much effort into the cue. They clench their fists a little harder, and so there's no looseness in the action as they're getting through the white ball on the break. It's the only thing I can think of that could cause, not that timing on the break where you're not getting balls. But even Robbo's last break, he smashed them everywhere, and just the ball didn't go in. And just look at the speed Rusty's playing with now as well. It's basically Ben Noonan speed. It's danger. It is getting close to panic stages for Robbo, I can tell you now. He needs to go and press the emergency stop button and do the toilet break. Ooh. He's just landed on it, I think. A little bit straight. But the way he's potting now, because he's so far ahead, he'll probably just bang this in, screw back, and just pot the ball in the middle. Yep. Yeah, Robbo's got to be feeling a little helpless at the moment. He's getting carved up, and he needs to turn this around. Honestly, if I'm Robbo, I just quickly take a toilet break here. Just anything. And he's praying for a ball for the break here. He needs to slow this match down. So this is another thing too.
I don't know where to miss them, huh?
My Mrs. Colby actually pointed this out to me. She said she can tell when she's watching me from a distance if I'm winning or losing, because I check the rack more when I'm losing, because you're so desperate. You want the rack to be perfect so you can pot a ball off the break. And I actually thought that was rubbish what she said to me, but she's probably right, because I've seen other people do it as well, and then I started noticing that that's what I was doing, so I just stopped. Just so she couldn't that way she couldn't tell if I was winning or losing anymore. And now she should know, Nick, I just win. But this is the thing, Robbo's pot a ball, but he's not landed on anything simple to start with. He's landed on a tough ball. Good shot there from Robbo. Excellent shot. These yellows are so tricky. All right, there's still a couple more shots, good shots required from Robbo here to get himself into what would look like a fairly simple winning position. This is one of them, the position on this next ball. Good shot. This is starting to shape up nicely now because he's got a really good angle on this to punch this out. He wants to land fairly straight on the ball that's up the top of the table, the left of the two. Then he can drop that in, run the ball in the middle, and he's got the black left corner. And that looks perfect. That's perfect. So everything matters now about just getting yourself slightly off straight, just so you can just get yourself behind this black nice and neat, just bang it in, get yourself a frame on the board and feel good about yourself. And that looks perfect. Actually, he's got a bit too far, but he'll be okay. He'll drop it in. Yep, that's fine. He actually plays these shots well, Rob. I don't expect him to miss this. It's basically half ball, so. That's missed. I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He didn't even punch that in like he normally does. He just tried to finesse it in. You can't do that. He will actually go back and watch this match because he watches all his matches, I think. And he'll actually be filthy with himself that he didn't punch it in instead of trying to finesse it in. Because if he punches that in, he just does not miss. He does not miss that ball if he punches it. I've seen him play that shot a million times, and I don't think I've hardly ever seen him miss one of them. And now, I thought that missed as well, but it's fine. Rusty just doesn't seem to have a care in the world at the moment. He's just, I don't care. I'll just pot this, just do these ones. Going for the extraction now. Missed it. Gone in off, I think. Or close. So now there's a bit more work to do. Just looking at the table too, it looks like there might be a gap for this where the black is for the red to sneak through, but it might just be a jam shot. I don't know if it'll actually go through past, like move the black out of the way and the red will go in. So he's played for. Well, I'm not sure if he's played to try and get right behind this red really straight and play that, but now he's pretty straight on this other red. He's going to just sneak through for a double now. No, he's going to play this. He's going to play this ball inside the black. He thinks it's on, and it was. Look at that for a shot, folks. That is off its head, and Rusty is not going to lose this match now. I'm going to make the call. He's just flying, and Jimmy Della, beware because Rusty's back. Robbo's filthy. Telling you, he needs to do the bend 9 and toilet break immediately. Another ball for Rusty. This has been a really big... oh, look at that. This is ridiculous. I actually don't think I've ever seen a break this weird before. I'm like 99.9% sure Rusty's not taking reds. Unless he wants to layer up, play some crazy double and then extract 5 balls. But I'm pretty sure it's just yellows. Got to pot this though. We'll be open table otherwise. Good shot. Yeah, I don't think Rusty's missed like 2 balls to the match so far, I think. Just a shout out to Dax Wosley, just like to say you're an imbecile for not being here and asking me stupid questions that you know are going to be controversial and create drama. So Dax Wosley, be quiet. But no, we do miss you here, Dax. We do wish you were here. Enjoy your company. Maybe next year. Surprised Rusty's not taking the ball on the rail first, but I guess he's figured this is easier ball for the black. And when he's flying like this, see how he's just playing balls off 2 rails really easily, like it's just not a problem in the world. But when he's not flying, that shot that he just played previous was just, it's not as free flowing, and possibly he cannot land as neatly as what he did just then. And this is why I think that this match is just over now. Right. He needs 4 frames, Robbo needs 11. There's too many breaks alone just to try and make up that deficit, I think. And I can just see Robbo at the moment, he's just, as he's racking these balls, I can actually tell right now he's just trying to keep himself composed, stay positive. It's a horrible position to be in, 7-0 down. You've gone so deep into a tournament and then suddenly this happens. Nearly dumps a white. No ball though. Opening red as well will just open everything up. Another example of just how he's flying right now, Rusty, and that's an excellent shot. He's even landed perfect angle-wise. And he just doesn't honestly look like he's going to miss anymore. Bit tricky this. It's mainly the 3rd red along as you look from left to right. Oh, he may try and cannon the yellow out of the way here. Yeah, I think he's maybe looking at playing this ball. Oh no, he's playing the bottom one. I thought he might play the middle of the 3 reds there. But he's found it. Wow, he's just finally missed a ball, and that's just because he probably tried to hold the white. Robbo walks to the table, not really heaps on offer either. He's got, at least got something. I mean, if I'm him, I'm buzzing to get the table right now. Good shot, but not really a good white ball. He's just not getting down and playing this quick, is he? He is. That's a great shot. I can't actually tell you how good a shot he's controlled that really well with just a touch of right hand side. Killed the white completely too. And Michael has just walked over, he's seen the score and he's almost started crying. He's going to jump on the mic though. Welcome back, Mick. Are you still in the plate?
Yeah, I'm in the semis now.
And here's a finally, I shouldn't say finally, but actually it has been a while, but a big chance here for Robbo to get a frame on the board because he desperately needs one.
It is very hard coming from one match to another. He's had Matty Bolton. He's had his last.
Yeah, the problem we had is the first 2 frames he's had chances and not taken the advantage. And we all know how important that is against Rusty. So it's just snowballed a little bit from there, and that's what can happen.
And this table plays very open too.
But he needs to convert this.
Got a bit more height on this camera.
Yeah, Dan's stuck it up a bit higher to just give us a bit more of a bird's eye view. It's going to come down. Jeez, that should not have gone in, but it has. We've said that a few times though on these tables. But he's just lost the white.
It's amazing when things sort of aren't going your way. I mean, Rusty's played really well as well. He's flowed through those last 4 or 5 frames quite quick.
Yeah, he has.
But when you find yourself in this position, it's just every out looks hard. Even with balls over a pocket, they just feel like, I don't know.
You couldn't be more right, Mick. It just feels like a nightmare out there no matter how easy it is. You think, why is this so hard? Why have I been given this really hard chance and it's actually not that bad?
Yeah. See, this out even is still quite dodgy.
This is tough.
He's going to play this off 2 rails and just miss the red.
Oh. And this is nothing but scoreboard pressure right now. Robbo just doesn't miss those, and it's just pure scoreboard pressure. Key opening shot here. Rusty wants to get...
He's just asking for a seat.
He just wants to get just off straight on this ball in the middle so he can drop on the middle of the 3 into the centre and then be really straight on and hold the white for the red in the bottom right last shot. Have a look at that purple rest.
Yeah, matches his outfit.
He's gone colour coordinated with rest as well. He's just got it all happening right now, Rusty. And that is short, I think.
No, it's perfect.
Oh, it's not perfect.
It's 100% perfect.
No, he can force the white down, but he would have preferred to be high another foot just to drop it in. Okay.
So what's he doing now?
Well, I think he was trying to land really straight.
Or come out another foot.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Sure. He's got himself in a bit of strife here.
Can he play the red off the yellow?
I don't think it really does much though.
As in the first yellow that he's right next to, not the bottom yellow.
Oh yeah. No, he can't.
Surely he's got to screw back and.
He's going to play for a double, I think.
Oh, when it's gone for you, it's gone for you. So, cross double here. He's going to bring the white up and down.
That looks perfect.
Looks good.
Want to criticise the shot? Slightly underhit it. Should have been another 2 foot at the table.
If he does pop this, you might see a little bit of motion from him, a bit of a fist pump or something.
No, it just sits down, just says...
Pulls his pants up, he's fine.
Yeah, just gives himself a bit of a deep breath, just says, that was easy, give me the next shot. Yeah, sometimes he does walk away to that little mini fist pump thing. But right now, I think he's just embracing the moment because he's flying. And I don't think I don't think Rusty's felt this good all comp. Like, I don't think he's freewheeled this well all comp.
I think the table too has a little part of that. You can't free roll as much as this on tighter tables.
Oh, of course not. But that's why I picked him to be one of the most dangerous people in the comp. And as it's looking at the moment, I've picked the 2 guys I thought could win it. They're going to be in the final. I feel awesome. I should have got odds on that.
So red balls here. The red near the black, the red near the yellow. I'm not sure if that passes. Looks like it does.
They're all on.
Yeah.
All of them are on. This is about to be 9-0 in about a minute and 3 seconds.
And I'll tell you now, this is something that Della probably didn't really want to see.
Yes and no. But the problem is Della was taking his opportunities after the early chop-ups. But you're right, Rusty's going to be feeling awesome. He's going to want as long a break as possible in between these 2 matches.
This match could be over in 45 minutes.
Yeah, but there's a schedule to run by, and they'll still have to play by that schedule. But the viewers have been treated to a pot fest and will be all gearing up for the final. It is now prime time viewing back in Victoria, which is probably where I would say a high percentage of the viewers are. New South Wales also carries a high percentage as well. And you can almost guarantee that Queensland will have a stack of viewers now that Rusty's probably looking like making the final. So I'd expect our viewing tally will almost double for the final. It's going to slip through for the corner. And this is just sensational watch, really. You can't really can't really fold him. I can't even hang shit on him at the moment. He's playing that well. I mean, I've given him a bit of stick about his floral shirt, but that's about all I can say right now.
Tell you what, maybe you want to go buy one.
Well, the floral shirts, it's 1 from 2 at the moment. He didn't work the first match. Maybe it was just warming to the occasion. The flowers hadn't been watered. He put some on him between matches, and now they've blossomed.
A bit of sweat.
Oh, that break wasn't good. Just straight off the side of the pack. Just trying to generate a bit of extra power because he just wants things to happen. And right now it's just a nightmare for poor old Robbo. Feel for the bloke. He's actually gone. He's had good. Actually, you know what though? He's had a couple of pretty good tournaments. I know I've actually already counted him out of this match. I know that's a nasty thing to do. But 8-0. It's just too many breaks. The guy's flying that he's playing against. Just don't see a comeback, sorry. Having said that, he's just underhit the first shot of this ball, of this break. Needed to be higher on that. He wanted to actually play on the ball that's near the yellow.
Yeah. 9-0. Dan's just fallen asleep with the this boring pool.
I'll tell you what. There's one thing that I have found that Dan's got to be feeling, and that is the sorest eyes in Australia right now, the glare from the TV screens. And basically we've got 2 monitors and a laptop, and Dan is constantly doing something. So his eyes are just always on glary screens, and it's obviously dark in the room to keep the atmosphere for the pool tables and the players. He just said we need a lamp because my eyes are stinging like mad, and he's been looking at the TVs longer than I have.
So Rossi hasn't come far enough here. He's actually got a double. I don't think he's seen yet. He's got a double.
If there's a double on, he's seen it, mate.
There's a double right here. I can see I'm seeing right behind it, and he's just seen it now.
Yeah, no, he sees doubles. Don't worry about that.
No, he's seen it now. But I think this is the
Yeah,
shot.
face cut double or the...
No, just...
He doesn't like it. He's just not missing these long balls, is he?
But I don't...
There's no pot on, is there? There's a really tough one down the rail. He probably just knocks this in, you know, the way he's going. Oh, that's missed.
Surprised I missed.
He's left a gap as well for the opening red, yellow inside the red too. So he can open this pocket up for Robbo to free up his other 2 yellows that go to it. Good opportunities for Robbo, actually. But the thing is, you know him better than most, Mick. Even though he's 9-0 down, does this feel hard for him to miss out? Does it feel tough, or does he still think
Probably not at 9-0 now. Maybe at 6-0, yeah. 9-0, nah. The pressure's off now. The only way he would feel that he's back in the match if it's 9, let's say 9-4 or 9-5. Then okay, you're back. But at the moment, just try and enjoy the moment out there as much as you can, even though you're down. But just enjoy it, have a bit of fun. And whatever happens, happens now, because Rusty's probably going to run 2 more racks.
Well, he's had a good last month anyway. He's made the final of Big Guns. Probably would have won it if McHill wasn't there. Although that's hard to say given the players that McHill beat. He's made the top 3 here. Got knocked out first round in Anzac. In the Anzac comp. Good job.
That's a good shot. Yeah, first round to Tristan.
I think you just beat Tristan, did you?
Yeah.
In a play, yeah. One good shot here, just basically a dead stun.
The Jackie on.
Just a dead stun for the centre. Pretty sure the angle's right, just dead stun it, and it just drifts across to the left a bit. Could be wrong. Oh, Robbo. And this is what happens at 9-0 down. He did everything so nice then too. Well, he's still enjoying himself out there. He's had a bit of a laugh. It was the worst shot he could have played, and he's just laughing about it.
Calling captain here. Is he doubling this? Or
I think he has to.
Looks good.
So he's got no position. Got to play another double.
Good view there.
And I just... you just have to sense this is just going to go in, surely. This goes in just to get a bit of excitement from the crowd.
Standing right behind this.
That's missed. And he's just walked away laughing. I think he's well aware this match is done. You know what though? Say you miss that double and you walk away filthy, it's actually a worse thing to do. You're better off just having a bit of a chuckle. Try and keep yourself calm.
Oh, Jesus, that pulled up quick.
I swear every shot Rusty played in that out, it sounded like his tip was going to fall off. There's a shot of all the viewers, most of them are the players. Jimmy Dello in the background there watching. He's just like, I don't care, I just sit here in casual clothing.
Huh?
Well, this has got to be the worst $200 I've ever spent. And I reckon he goes game here too.
Just gonna get on that dead one.
The problem is at the moment there's no dead balls with Rusty at the table.
Yeah.
He's just producing.
He's just cruising.
He's an absolute.
It's actually really nice to watch too.
Yeah, no. Once he gets going, and this is what a lot of people praise. He's praise him to be the best player in Australia or to watch in Australia. I mean, a lot of people say Benny as well, but Rusty as well. He's awesome to watch when he's going like this. He just doesn't. Even when he's not flying, he still doesn't seem to care that much. I mean, you do see some emotion now and then when things aren't going great, but he's just going to walk away. He just turned around in the crowd and said a swear word like he was really upset, but just laughed afterwards. Even this out's tough, like, and he's going to feel like he has to take it on as well.
Hey, shot.
So this, I think he's going to have to play for a double on this one that's closest to the rail. He's just pointed where he's going to land, so this will probably end about 3.5 foot away from where he aimed.
Try and get down there now? Or?
Yeah, that's what he's just pointing the table, says I'm going to land here. So let's see how he goes. Not quite. One thing though with Robbo, even if he's down 10-0 and struggling, there's one thing he will always have, and that is a strong cueing foundation. Now the crowd's into it as well. I think everybody knows, even Robbo has decided it's pretty much conceded. But they're cheering him on anyway, it's a bit of fun.
Rusty still be sweating until he gets that one frame.
Oh yeah, he'll still be pretty serious about the whole thing. He's just missed the snooker behind the red. Leaves Rusty the plant, and this match is about to be over. Geez, that was close. Ooh. Geez, I tell you what, he seems to get those little kisses where they just have enough separation. Oh, every time I do that, I land flat on it like I'm snookered. Oh, that's really good sportsmanship to see at the end there. That was a bit of fun. I don't think I've ever seen that. That was funny as hell. All right, guys, we'll be back later for the final. Don't miss out. You're going to see now that Rusty Wheeler is in absolutely on fire form. That's our first whitewash, I think, for the tournament as well. What a time for it to happen in the last 3. And so James Della, we saw absolutely annihilate Rusty earlier, and now we'll see what happens in the final.
Pretty hard to start. Commiserations to Marc and stuff out there sometimes, and that's just the way the game goes. But we'll see if Dan can do some really good editing for you on CueballTV, Marc. But honestly, Marc, good tournament. Third place, really good. Round of applause for Marc Robertson, please. The final will start at the scheduled time at 6:30. So until then, please enjoy yourselves, have a drink, and enjoy some music. Cheers.